Aren't you glad she didn't settle today for just any old thing that some random dude was so excited to bring to you his life, his way of being? Now, in the last video, I went on about a few things that were going on in the world. It's not that I'm going to bother to stay on top of them. It's just that there's always going to be those things. That was the purpose of bringing them up, is there's always going to be those things. As long as you're doing violence to your desires, as long as I'm willing to participate, you are willing to participate, someone's willing to participate in an experience, then those things must happen, whether if we're experiencing them arguing on Facebook or Twitter, or we're experiencing them in the news, or we're experiencing them because we're the next name on the list of casualties. Draw back with me just a little bit, because the reason I'm pointing out experience so heavily in those comments is that's all it is. It's just the harvest of something I've let grow inside me that I don't really like. And I get to decide whether or not I'm going to go to war with the opinions of the seeming others. I get to decide whether, if I have time to do battle of theories with other people who are also not on the front lines of that war, if I'm going to perpetuate war in my experience by arguing and fighting about facts that are seemingly irrelevant as I'm discovering them. Because in that same 30 years I brought up that those areas have been doing what they've been doing is also the same 30 years I've been at war with what's possible. That's it. That's the same 30 years I've been at war with what's possible. And I had a day yesterday. I was driving the girlfriend absolutely nuts, but I was having a day yesterday. And it was one of those days where I just felt the love of everything, everyone. And I just loved it back. Like, my heart was just so full that my head couldn't calculate what needed to be done. It just let the things happen and sort of, like, it knew, step up for curb, jump over that crack, watch out for that car or bus, right? All those things, but they happened automatically. And also, I just knew I was going to be home okay. I was going to catch the right buses. Things were going to just work. Because there wasn't any reason for them not to, and I wasn't giving them any meaning. They were just doing the thing they were supposed to do. For that moment, which turned into a day, which is nothing more than a historical recollection now of a moment, and a moment, and a moment, and a moment. For all of that, I've got 30 years of experience being at war, and now I have the rest of my life to discover how to love and when fighting is what love would do. But fighting is never a method of force. Fighting comes down to, am I defending or am I dancing? Because any combat, especially as we watch it in combat sports, boxing and MMA and kickboxing and all of those, it's just a dance between two people who enjoy the level of precision they're at. So if I'm going to be on the cutting edge of thought, art, writing, cosmology, physiology, psychology, whatever it is your bag of things is, philosophy, rhetoric, whatever. Pick your thing. If I'm going to be at the cutting edge of that, then I have to be in love. I have to be the fire that consumes everything while consuming nothing. And that gives me the ability to be on fire for what I create, for how I live, for the people that I want to include in this adventure. I get to be on fire for it. And I get to discover in each moment what is coming together. All right, love ya.